Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. With that, we're off to the Rocky Mountains. Standing by in Denver, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, Coach, as far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out in Power Field at Mile High in Denver. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check three.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Here's Williams. Operating from the gun. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down. A look there at the defensive starters for the Colts. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Williams. And that's complete to Huff. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run it with Jacobs. 20. And he just falls short down at the It's a big play there for the Broncos. 47 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Williams. That's caught at the 2. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 1. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but now it's 3rd and goal. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From a yard out, and the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
A try here for the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. That time a 9-play drive, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team that wins.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Check 26. Check 26. Now.
Operating from the gun. Herman. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. But now it's 3rd down. Defensively, we check the starters now for Denver. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because his feeling was good, solid performance, did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely would like to see some improvement in this week's game.
They always want improvement, don't they?
They certainly do.
He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Herman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. This is Hines. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
60-or. Ready?
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. To throw on 3rd down. Herman. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
On 1st down, Taylor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game. And
why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Caught. It's Hoff. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Now Williams. On 1st down. Looking sideline, incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. The give to Taylor. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Looking to throw. Williams. This will be caught by Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll run on first down. Taylor, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Broncos on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Williams from the gun, he'll throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
18 Gator. You must be dreaming. Switch.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
8 yards on the pickup.
Now it's Hines. And an alley to run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Slam.
On the delay, here's Hines. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Hines. Broken tackle. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Herman. That's complete. It's Collins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw. Herman making the catch is Sternberger. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, Herman. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is taken near the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Williams now on 1st and 10. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Taylor. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Williams. Operating from the gun. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. It wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herman. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Watch QB drop. Kill. Big grip.
On 2nd down, it's Hines, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
53's the mark. 53. Check it. Go.
Operating from the gun. Herman. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Double up. Go.
They run with Hines. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Ready. 8 feet.
On 2nd down now. It's Hines, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The Colts on 3rd down, they have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Herman, and it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. On first down, it's Jacobs. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful Divisional Round Weekend. Now an open man, that's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Williams. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Williams. From the gun, he'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Williams to throw again. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Williams now throwing on first down. And he's going to have the hook up with Sutton. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Williams on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Antonio Callaway there to make the grab. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. And he comes back with one complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw. Herman. Open man is Kirk. Complete. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Off play action. Herman. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herman. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Off the play fake. Herman. And able to find Kirk complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This the first of 4 Divisional Round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other Divisional Round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs matching up against the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, it's Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 3rd down, Herman. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now Brown. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here we go. 60 yards. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Looking to throw on second down. Williams got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
First down, Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Taylor. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Williams. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And his kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, You'll see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Colts getting ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for. And got his man complete. A big pickup of 38. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herman. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Ready to break. 53 is the mic. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw to the right. He's got the tight end here, Sternberger. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Ready.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Record. 36.
They run the counter. Hines. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They run again with Hines. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his 2nd TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
I'm coming back.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now Williams operating from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line. Give me trash. Let's go. Bang, 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 bang. Fight.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
On the ready.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Max 50, Max 50.
Off play action. Herman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes in certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
The last play, yes, but there have been good numbers picking against them offensively. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time to see if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency from that going on offense right now. And they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. They're going to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Counter play with Jacobs. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup takes him down for a Broncos first down.
This is an example of really good defense because a lot of these runs, he's got past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? First and secondary guys don't make a lot of tackles.
Williams on But good for 13 and again first down. This quarterback now. A perfect 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. From the end zone now. They'll look to throw. He completes this. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought it down. A nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? The windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. You got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? The ball gets tipped in the air. Because that happens. That's fair game for the defense. When an offense reads a blitz, it doesn't matter where it's coming from. Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet. But those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Second and 2. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll roll with Jacobs. Take it in. Brought up to touchdown. Taking it from 2 yards out. The Broncos push further out in front.
That hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. He got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week on energized.
Quite horrible debate this way, basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
Extra point to Divisional. It gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So that run takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. The kickoff gets us out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now they take it in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. It comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
Know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you got to go and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field and get shot. It wasn't his fault, but circumstances, stuff like that. There could be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They have a run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. From the gun, Herman. Looking right side, and that's complete. And past the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards for a first set of downs. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical. You figure they're going to get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself, when play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't say save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one, so the second one didn't matter.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So first and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Waiting for the gun. Herman. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion back. Pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break. They're bending too much.
I think they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there, make them eat up some time, make it a little bit of resistance, so they can't just run it right down your throat.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad for first and 10. Back to throw. Herman looking left side, and he's got Sternberger. Second and 5 after a 5-yard completion on first down. Looking to throw. Herman is going to go down there. A sack. They push him back to the 34.
coming from both sides. No flag. Let them fight it out.
Forces fourth down. And his kick is right there. It's good. High fives for that one as that drive is in 3. So he remains perfect. 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him with their slave, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is. So as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going on the board.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. So this will be a touchback. And it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. There are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with them there and keep away. First downs, they just touch the ball.
This is Carroll on the receiving end. 28 yards in the game there on the catch and run. Defensively, it doesn't seem to have much of an answer for the attention game.
Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. That type of a lead. Clock on their side. Instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Down from Colts territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. That's taken in by Callaway. Gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the cut by line last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. It's 2nd and 4. They almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Here's Williams from the gun for 4th down. Got his tight end fan. Crossover right at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there for 3rd down. But his right ripped out.
It doesn't matter whether they stated it or they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They give him the run on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 for 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. It's Taylor. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
He needs to start to find things to break off a big one. He might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward again.
So on 4th down, out-trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this one is right through. And that'll give him a 12-point lead. So this is for just 3 like anything else. That's all this way for.
Obviously, it's a touchdown. Would have been a fun inning to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So that's not mission accomplished. It's just not close.
This is just taken as 4. And take this across the 25. A couple of extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And that's up in games. Field goal. They got field last time. Now they're going to be looking for a touchdown.
A little bit of big shot now because, as you noted, field goal penalty, but I just don't think in this situation, the defender should have gotten hold on to the football. So I don't see anything more than a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is a way. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on to the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And as they split the uprights last time for 3, they've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for a field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way they think it because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way. That doesn't do too well for most teams. That's exactly what we did now. Try to increase your lead a bit, and the best way to do it. Touchdowns. Oh, that's one of the hardest old school football plays, isn't it? Hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. A few people. Look at that. Right up in there.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Look at the throw. Williams. He's got a man. It's time. That's complete. And they're just short of 45 at the 44. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they got themselves first down. He's playing a great game to continue right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and an interception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of the team is. There's no doubt they want to ride all the way to the finish because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. To throw on 2nd down, Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Williams. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Williams throwing on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. As his guys are in for 6. And the Broncos push further out in front. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs. But the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And coming out now, the Broncos. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
57. 6-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Williams looking to throw on second down. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
56. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. What? Go.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Game offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Looking to throw. Williams. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
You got it, son.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead now up. To 22. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herman, another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Got it. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm going from back to you. I'm going from back to you.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, Herman, that's complete. It's Collins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Hey, let's go. Get
The
set.
Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Let's go now. 8-3.
Mike. Here we go.
Throwing on 1st down, Herman. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herman. That's going to be caught. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Ready to go. Let's go.
From the gun, Herman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
You got nothing.
Ready.
They're going to try and run. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
He wasn't ready.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.